everyone, this is Mentor Tuba. We are going to discuss a PMP scenario in this video. This scenario is related to quality management and release management as well. Pretty tricky. When I saw this scenario for the first time, I also found it tricky. So let's discuss it together. All quality controls have passed and a project deliverable is ready to be released to the customer. However, a change request to add new quality criteria has been approved. What should the project manager do first? First is important. A, update the project management plan. B, stop the release of the deliverable to the customer. C, use the new quality criteria for future deliverables. And D, update the risk register. To be honest with you, in this type of situation, you have to do a variety of things. And for this reason, they are asking about the very next thing to do after knowing the situation. When I posted this question on my regular Friday post, I actually got a mixed response. And I would like to show you the breakdown. So almost even participation between B and C, option B and option C. Around 18% in option A and around 11% in option D. We need to talk about it to understand that which option is actually the correct answer to be done as the first thing in the situation. So let's first understand the situation itself. All quality controls have been passed, which means verification and validation is done. So those are the quality controls, like internal quality check and the external validation or the UAT is done. And a project deliverable is ready to be released to the customer. Very important piece of information that your deliverable is part of a release and it is ready to release to the customer, which means that release launch is like just there. However, a change request to add new quality criteria has been. Now the situation that you are just ready with everything, deliverables, quality, UAT, release readiness, everything done. And you got to know that there is a change needed in the quality requirement. And it has been approved as well. It's not only that it's a CR, it has been approved. That change is approved as well. Now, what do we do? And they're asking that what's the first thing to do? What comes to your mind after knowing this situation? Because this is a very regular thing in projects, especially in agile projects. Although they are not really saying it's agile or predictive, because even if it is predictive, most likely the situation is going to be the same and the answer is also going to be the same. So without seeing the option choices, what we should be doing after knowing that the release that is ready, everything ready, requires a change. Of course, the first thing that we are going to do is to inform the customer or whoever is the eventual receiver of that release that we need some time to accommodate this change. This is exactly what we are going to do. That we are going to inform our internal or external stakeholders that we need to make this change, and accordingly we need to do like maybe another round of verification and validation, and then we will be in a position to launch that release. This should be the first thing. Anything else is a later thing, like update to the plans and update to the artifacts and informing the team. And maybe updating the register is also, risk register is also an important thing to go for. Everything is going to be done. But the first thing is those who are waiting for it, those who are at the receiving end, they should be informed so that there is no communication gap. Now let's check the option choices. A, update the project management plan. Do we do this as a first step? No. This is definitely an important step. Because if it's an approved change, of course, your management plan is going to be updated. Of course. But if you start on the updating the management plan, project management plan, and you get to understand that your customers and your other stakeholders are not informed about it, then this could be a huge miscommunication, and this may severely backfire as well. So this is definitely not the first thing to do. This is a thing to do. In fact, all the option choices mentioned in the option list are going to be done, but in a particular order. So A is definitely not the first thing to do. Stop the release of the deliverable to the customer. This is the first thing to do. B is actually the correct answer to this question. C, use the new quality criteria for future deliverables. So when I posted this question on the Friday poll, I got to know that most of the people went with option C with 37% inclination. Why? How come? We are talking about a set of deliverables, part of the release, which has not been delivered and launched to the customer. So we are still at that release. Why would we talk about the new release or the future deliverables? No, don't assume that we are going to pass this release as it is and we are going to continue this new CR with the upcoming release. There is no such mention. They are saying that a release was ready and a new quality criteria has been approved. That's it. No assumptions that the new criteria is for the new release. I know that those who went for C, they went for this option with this assumption that the new quality criteria must be for the upcoming release. And the current release is just going to be released as it is. Not at all. This is not how it occurs, right? So C is a wrong choice, and C is, yes, it could be A or D, but no, not C. D, update the risk register. In my opinion, this is a good choice. And risk is there. The risk of release delay, risk of missing out on communication, risk of a lot of shuffle that may be needed in the artifacts and all. And of course, the risk of accommodating the upcoming releases and their timelines as well. So a variety of risk and a possibility. And updating the risk register is a good choice, actually, as the first step as well. But between B and D, I would say B first, then D, then A, and maybe later on C. Right? This is how we would do it. Literally, in the real life projects as well, if you follow this order, B, then D, then A, and then the other steps are maybe. Of course, you are going to worry about the upcoming release later on, not as the first step or not even at the second or the third step, right? So B is the right answer to this question. Like I mentioned in the start, this is a tricky question. And I hope I have explained it well. Do let me know in the comment area if you have understood my explanation, if you have any follow-up queries, if you have any cross questions. And do let me know if you like this type of PMP question category, so that will include more and more questions in our content. Don't forget to like this video, and I will be back very soon with a new PMP video. Till then, take care. Goodbye.